Okay, we're on Kiddushin Perek Gimel Mishnah Dalid. We've been talking about Tanaim, conditions. If a guy says, I'll marry to you on condition, or she says, I'll marry you on condition. We actually learned this Mishnah is a very, very famous machlok between Rabbi Meir and the Chachamim, here articulated by Rabbi Chanina ben Gamliel, about how conditions work, based upon the Tanai of Bnei Gad and Bnei Reuven. Okay, so in order to understand this, we've actually learned this before. I think we learned it in Gittin. I don't remember. We've learned this in detail before, but this is the Mishnah about this machloket. So we'll do it here. This is the Chumash of Perek Lamed Bet, Bamidbar chapter 32. Bamidbar chapter 32 chronicles the story of the Bnei Gad and Bnei Reuven. Bnei Reuven, Bnei Gad, they had a lot of sheep and cattle. And as you recall from Bamidbar, you'll remember that they were on the eastern side of the Jordan River. They had conquered all this amazing land, and they said, we've got all this cattle, we want to stay here. Okay? And when they asked Moshe Rabbeinu, do you mind if we don't inherit the land of Israel? We want to stay here. Moshe Rabbeinu flips out. He's really, really angry. And he says, what's everybody else going to say? They're not going to enter the land of Canaan. It's a really interesting discussion. Moshe Rabbeinu is totally right. It has tremendous, tremendous ramifications for the future of the Jewish people, etc., etc. But he said they want to stay on the eastern side of the Jordan River. So Moshe says, what about everybody else? So they say, okay, we will go ahead and fight. Of course, we're going to help conquer the land of Canaan. And then we'll come back and settle here. Moshe Rabbeinu says the following. Vayamar Ehem Moshe, Im ta'asuna tadabar hazeh, Im techaltzu lifnei Hashem lemilchama. Okay, if you do this, if you go before God and fight out to war, V'avar kol chalutz et hayarden lifnei Hashem. And you guys, all of your fighters, go before the Yarden. You travel over. Then, okay, v'nich b'sha'ar lifnei Hashem v'achar tashuvu. And then you conquer the land and then come back. Then, v'ayta ha'aretz hazot lachem lachuzah. Then you can have this land. Then you can have the land on the east bank of the Jordan River. But, v'im lo ta'asun ken, if you don't do this, chatatem la'Hashem, you have sinned to God. Okay, etc., 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 etc. Okay, so Moshe Rabbeinu, Rabbi Meir notes, Moshe Rabbeinu says, he says two things. If you do this, but if you don't, okay, then you'll be sinful. If you do this, yes, and if you don't do it, that would be bad. So says Rabbi Meir. Rabbi Meir says, call tonight, anyone else who wants to make a condition has to match the condition of Moshe Rabbeinu. Call tonight, any condition, that isn't like the condition of Gad and Reuven. I don't know why they say Gad and Reuven. Because remember, we saw here, that's why I said it, but then it's God, Reuven and God. Vayavo b'nei Gad b'nei Reuven. Interesting. Why does the Torah switch it around? Not our discussion. You can email me, arspelter@gmail.com if you have suggestions. Okay. Hold tonight. She'eno kitanai b'nei Gad b'nei Reuven. If it's not like the conditions of b'nei Gad and Reuven, eno tonight. Then it's not a halachic tonight. It doesn't have the halachic effectiveness. So therefore, Shneimar, as it says, Vayomer aleim Moshe aleihem, Moshe said, Im ya'avru b'nei Gad b'nei Reuven, that's what we said, if they do pass over, i.e. go fight, uktiv, v'im lo ya'avru chalusim, and if you don't. Okay, so Rabbi Meir says there are three conditions in order to make it the Tanai like b'nei Gad and b'nei Reuven. We'll see it in the Bar Tanura. Okay, what are the three conditions? Im yavu, v'li lo kafal advarim, hayta matanato kayemet. Okay, and if he didn't double his words, matnato kayemet, you know chlin et eretz gilad, afapish lo ayu ovrim. If he didn't say the second part, and if you don't, so he says if you only said the first part, he says if you go into the land of Canaan, then you get the land. He says im lo kafal, if he didn't double his words. The gift would be a gift. They would get, he says, then forget the first part and say, you get the land. If he said if, late lan michlal hein. Meaning, he says, if you go in, you get the land. So he says, you get the land. He said, he said, yes, he said, if, it doesn't matter. This late lan michlal hein, but we don't learn no from yes. We don't learn the second part, and if you don't go, you won't. So therefore, you have to say both. Okay, that's one thing. So you have to say kefel. You have to have kefel tonight kaful, and that's what he says. Called tonight she'eno ki tonight. It's not a tonight kaful. That's one. Second thing is, I'm going to actually put this. We'll write this down. Okay, here we go. Perek Gimel Mishnah Dalid. Tanai hatanai Rabbi Meir. The conditions of the condition. Number one, what we said, tanai kaful, a double tanai, which means which means you have to say if you do and if you don't. That's number one. Second thing, Shaminan mina nami, we also learned inan t'nai kodem lema'aseh. You have to say, if you do this, then you will get that. Not, you will get if you do this. He didn't say, you will get if you go. Okay? Implying, if you didn't say it that way, lo ati tonight mevatel ma'aseh. Meaning, if you say, if you will get if you go, he said you will get. And then the if is not irrelevant. So you have to have t'nai kodem lema'aseh. That's number two. T'nai kaful, t'nai kodem lema'aseh. In the condition itself, you have to say the if before you say the what will happen. Shaminanami deba'inan hein kodem lelav. You have to say what happens if you do before what happens if you don't. Okay? Hein kodem lelav. So Rabbi Meir learns that these are the conditions of Tanai Kaful, the Tanai HaTanai, according to Halakha. And if you don't make a Tanai with all of these conditions, then it's not a condition, and you get what you get. Rabbi Chanina ben Gamliel says no. Sarich hayal davar le'omro. Moshe Rabbeinu had to say if you don't, she'il malei ken yesh b'mashma afilu be'eretz Canaan lo yinchalu. No, Rabbi Chanina says, we don't hold of all these three things. What does he argue? And the Bartunera says, Atnai kaful palik. Moshe Rabbeinu didn't say, he says, yes, if you do this, then you will get the East Bank. If you don't, you will sin to God. Meaning what Moshe Rabbeinu had to say, the second thing, if you don't, if you sin to God, but you will still get Eretz Canaan, because they might think, if you don't go fight for us, then you would think, Afilu be'eretz Canaan lo yinchalu. They wouldn't get any land. So Moshe Rabbeinu was saying, if you don't go into this land, then you won't get this land, but you will get Eretz Canaan. But he didn't want to teach us that for all time and memorial, you have to have Tanai Kaful. So Rabbi Shimon Gamliel says, you don't have to have Tanai Kaful. Rabbi Chanina ben Gamliel says, you don't have to have Tanai Kaful, a double Tanai. The Bartunura says, La halacha is Psak halacha. Im amar almanat, if you said the word almanat, on condition, ein tzarich Tanai Kaful, you don't have Tanai Kaful. And you don't have to have Hein Kodem Lelav, V'lo Tanai Kodem Lema'aseh. Ela Tanai Kayam. So we don't paskin that you need these things according to Rabbi Meir, but it's important to know because this is a very famous machloket in the annals of Tanai, of conditions, between Rabbi Meir and the Chachamim. We'll stop here, and we'll dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Harav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. You can always email me at artspolter@gmail.com. Have a good day.